I looked on the map and it said park. It was green. So I thought it would just be, you know, flat green grass like a park. It's like a hiking trail or something. And it's hot out and it's bright out. I guess that doesn't matter too much. I always knew that making time was hard. Making time is one of those things where it's easier said than done, right? Everyone has time. No one has time, but everyone has time. You know, you clock out of work, you got 6 hours, right? That's a long time. You can do a lot of things in 6 hours. You also can't do anything in 6 hours. You also probably get home from work and you're tired. And this is day 4 of my PTO. And I've suddenly regained consciousness. I've remembered that I'm a human and not an alien. That, you know, can do things and can go outside and can make YouTube videos and can write about video games and can think about video games. But this is my 4th day of PTO. When I was making time, I was just talking. But videos can be more than just talking. They can be a lot more than just a conversation or a rant. Sometimes you can't just stream of consciousness the whole deal. Sometimes you want to write and do things. Maybe you want to go outside and maybe you want to do this and that. And you know what all those things take? All of those things take time. So how do you make time when you have no time? Sure, I can optimize my day. Sure, I can, you know, find the motivation, make a video in a single sitting and power through and be driven by passion and motivation, all these beautiful flowery words. There's only so much you can do though, right? We've all got a battery, we've all got a fuel tank. I personally, I have the fuel mileage of a Hummer. You know, I'm dumping and chewing gasoline for what? But doing nothing is making time too, right? Sometimes you gotta do a little nothing to do something. Sometimes you gotta waste the first 4 days of your time off. This fleeting window before you go back to your machine. And you gotta spend a few days doing nothing. You need to make time to waste time. What do you do after you waste time? I guess you make some more time. Ironically enough, I've caught my breath again. It's not unlike working. Out of breath, panting, sweating, dizzy, losing track of everything. And you take a moment of rest. And you can keep hiking. I've been thinking about Alysa Liu. I think that's her name. If you own any sort of technological device or have had access to the internet for more than 5 minutes, you probably know her as the lady that won gold for the USA for the first time in like 10 years. I'm a little bit rusty on all that. I'm going to be honest, it's like the first time I tuned into the Olympics in a while. But I've been specifically thinking about her journey with burnout and her journey with artistry and her pursuit of creativity. Burning out at 16 is insane. Burning out at 16 is brutal, and she took a break, peels away from the sport, returns to it with a want to do what comes natural to her rather than, focus on the trophies, the accolades, the pressure to be free. And I think she accomplished that. I really do think that if you've seen her performance, which I really recommend it, it's exhilarating. It's like a breath of fresh air. And speaking of making time, the other thing that is so much easier said than done in terms of being creative is liberating yourself from expectation. Because even if at some point, let's say you're like, I'm not doing this for anyone but myself, you're an asshole. Not you, but you're a critic. I don't know a single artist, a single creator, a single creative out there that isn't absolutely viciously brutal on themselves. We all have a very strong sense of what it is. You know what? Scratch that. We don't have a strong sense of what it is we want to make. We're trying to figure out what we want to make. We're trying to articulate some ancient desire within us to make something, right? There are so many talented folks in this world. I have the unfortunate affliction of really liking videos. And unfortunately, I have the most easy means of access to YouTube. So I know what in my mind is a good video. And who wants to make bad videos? So there's the aspect of finding ways to breathe and be creative. And then there's the endless pursuit of learning how to regulate expectations for yourself and from your environment. And that arguably is worse than the whole, I can't make time. Because when I do have moments, I create an opportunity, I have a chance to write, I get through it, I'm like, oh no, this sucks, right? But does it? Taking breaks is one part of it. If you've ever seen Whiplash, you can't just sit in that chair and be yelled at all day. At some point you need to get up and then go play drums, right? One of the biggest things that holds me back is there'll be times where I'm writing something or I'm drawing something or I'm thinking about something and I begin to ask myself, what's the point? I'll want to make a video just talking about how I think it's awesome that the skates and the shoes in Bomb Rush Cyberpunk are the size of their heads. And then I go to myself, what's the point? Like, what are you doing? You're gonna make a 5-minute video yapping about sneakers? There's no direction here. There's no, to quote my days from college, there's no thesis statement. There's no purpose. There's no point. But I'm not making video essays. Like, let's be honest with ourselves. I'm not making video essays. I'm just yapping. And the want to yap has never left me. The little sparks of lightning that flicker forth when I'm thinking about a video game I like or I'm playing a video game I like, those still remain in my life. And trying to pilot it always shoots me in the foot. But there's layers to this shit. It's a beautiful day out though. I don't actually know where I am. You know, it's funny, I brought more lenses than this wide-angle lens that I have, but I did not bring a single one on this hike. So this is... I'm as the world's most novice videographer, I'm learning why people have different kinds of lenses for different kinds of shots, because this may shock you. There's no one lens fits all for videography. You know, like, look at that. You can't see a damn thing. But look at that. There's a mountain. There's a city. No sé one. Stuff's fun. I feel like I had so much pent-up energy, and now I've hiked up a bit and it has left me. You know, at the beginning of the year, I was like, let's make more bad videos. I'm gonna make bad videos. But to be honest, I was lying. I didn't want to make bad videos. Or at least in my mind, there are bad videos because they're bad videos. You know, when you don't put that much effort into something, you know it's going to be crap, but you're still making it. And there's something to be gained in that, to making something bad by not trying. But it's also playing it safe. The hard part about trying to make a good video, or even just a video you're proud of, is it means you have to be vulnerable. You have to try. Do you know how awful it feels to try, to really try, and for something to suck? It feels bad. It sucks. So I didn't want to make bad videos. I wanted to make bad videos and then good videos. But I'm making bad videos and bad good videos. And the answer is pretty obvious. I have to do what I said I would do from the beginning. And I have to make bad good videos. I have to put effort and fail. I have to try. And I need to make videos where the sky is all washed out and the audio quality sucks, or my writing is nonsensical. I need to create aimless, driftless content. I have to make bad videos. And I've always made bad videos. I wasn't afraid of making bad videos. And I think as time passes, you want to feel that you're not wasting your time, that you're sinking your time into something valuable, that you're gaining skills, you're becoming a better filmer, a better orator, a better writer, a better YouTuber. But progress is not linear, or whatever it is they say. Life is too short to be afraid of failure. All right. That was mostly it. That was what I wanted to talk about. But now I want to talk about how hard live action is, okay? So, I just realized I have to hike down this whole mountain. But anyways, color correction is a bastard, okay? I do not like color correcting. I think YouTube is already the sort of thing you have to be multi-talented at. Like, you have to be good at thumbnails, and you have to have a sense of storytelling and all these other skills that are not innate, I feel. Maybe storytelling is a human innate gift, but I can tell you for damn certain that color correction is not. Color correction, learning how to focus. I still don't know. I'm waving my camera around. I still don't know what any of the buttons on a camera do. Like, I'm messing with settings in that thing all day, and I can't quite figure it out. It's a tricky bastard, man. And I think the other thing that changed is that when I was younger, I used to love failing and not knowing what I was doing, but I'm impatient. I want to be good now. And now people walk by. I forgot about embarrassing myself in public. It's somehow worse when it's another country. But what else? Color correction sucks. Camera settings suck. Honestly, I've been so long out the game that it feels like I'm relearning all of it, which is fine. Also, I'm like staring at these people on their little carts. It's not that bad. Learning and doing and creating is not that bad. Making is fun. It's just hard. But no one said art was easy, right? We're calling this art now. It's a really nice day out. Yeah. I think it's time to head home.